What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 2. Let's get busting on this Spider-Man machine and knock this thing out.
All right, now for the fun stuff. We get to start putting back on the colored rubbers and make this thing look better than new again. This game came with factory LEDs, but I am upgrading the flashers to give it a little more pop. Damn, look how nice this thing's going back together. And check out those crystal clear posts. I'll put on some blue rubber and some fender washers to protect the slingshot plastics and match the blue outline. I'll reinstall the apron and secure it with a couple screws. Then it's time to move on to the top of the playfield and start tearing off all the ramps and mechanisms. At this point, it's lots of screws, lots of wires, and lots of plastics. And another screw, and another screw, and another screw, and another screw, and another screw. Oh, and did I mention more screws? On the dock-ock mechanism, I had to remove a ball guide just so I could get to the 3 screws to remove the arch. I'll clean the areas under the ramps where the ball has never touched with a toothbrush and some cleaner. Onto the pop bumper area where I removed the 4 plastic lane guides. That way I can get in and clean in every nook and cranny. Once that area is all cleaned and polished up, I'll put the 4 lane guides back on with all the new red rubbers. Now it's time to scrub down Sandman and his 2 targets.
So I won't bore you watching me clean these ramps in the utility tub, but you can see how dirty they are. But it's all there, so it'll polish up nice.
Now that the top of the playfield is all polished up, it's time to install some new rubber bumpers. You have to do this in the right order because once the mechanisms are back on, you can't get a screwdriver in to replace them. Remember all those screws I took off? Well, now it's time to put them all back to where they came from. And now we're back to the Venom ramp. The first one we took off and the last one we put back on.
All right, everything's looking good on the playfield, but I can't put the ramp back on, it'll get in my way. So the next thing I need to do is address where the playfield had some chipping right here. I've got a Cliffy protector for the front, but I need to paint the back in a little bit. So I'm gonna match it the best I can. Then I'm gonna put a little lacquer on top of it so it dries nice and hard to give a little base and level it out with the clear coat from the factory. And we should be okay.
All right, time to get creative. I'll bust out the paints and custom mix some colors to match the artwork on the playfield. I'm laying down some paint mask strips so I can get perfectly straight edge on the black line I need to paint back in. I'll hit it with some black paint, and then when I pull off the mask, we'll have a perfectly straight line.
Okay, well now that I got everything touched up paint-wise, we're going to put the clear on and then let it dry for at least 24 hours, and then I'll put the Cliffy on the front of the target bank right here.
Well, that does it for this second episode of Spider-Man. Be sure to come back next week when I put everything back on the top of the playfield and I show you how badass this thing turned out. Until next time, keep on flipping. Pimp out.
If you'd like to see more pinball craziness, be sure to like, tag, share, and follow me at Pinball Pimp.